Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Y'all see how I did that? Y'all see how I did that? I've been talking about having Lisa Nicole Cloud on the show, and we come back with some Lisa in the Cult Jam. Hey, thank you so much for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. This is a Woman Wednesday, and speaking of Woman Wednesday, we've got a tremendous woman on the line right now joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. Star of the TV show Married to Medicine, Lisa Nicole Cloud joins me on the Doug Stewart Show. Lisa, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Doug. How are you?
I am fantastic. Glad to talk with you. So everybody knows you. I'm sorry. Everybody knows you from the TV show Married to Medicine. When have you guys been filming? When should we expect it back on Bravo?
We've been filming for the last 4 months, and we are slotted to be back on your television screens in September. And trust me when I tell you, you guys are in for some serious Medicine Wives mayhem, Medicine Wives drama. It's going to be a very interesting season.
Now I've said it on the show today, and I've said it many, many times actually before, that reality shows is much different than I was growing up, and we're somewhere in the same age bracket, but reality shows are so big these days, and especially in Atlanta, they're kind of like the hub for reality shows. I'm not a fan of the show. I haven't seen the show. I know about you and some of the big things that you're doing in the community, and we'll talk about those in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But is Married to Medicine, is it kind of like one of those reality shows where y'all wrestling and fighting and putting each other in a headlock every other week? Is that the type of show this is or not?
No. Married to Medicine, I would say, is on the upper echelon of reality TV as far as the drama. It is a show about doctors and doctors' wives, and it follows our personal stories as far as the things that are happening in our lives with our families and our husbands. It follows our careers, and it does follow the dynamics between the circle of friends. Now, sometimes, as is the case in real life, women do have their challenges in their friendship circles. And so you do get some drama in that regard, but it is really a show primarily about the lives of doctors and doctors' wives. And, I think it's the best of the best of what's out there, because you do have real married couples dealing with their real married issues. You have families that are shown. You have all of us are career women. Well, most of us are career women. And, you don't get that much on TV. We are married. We have families. We have careers. We're educated. So that's why I say we're the upper echelon of reality TV.
And it's funny. We're talking to Lisa Nicole Cloud, star of the TV show Married to Medicine on the Doug Stewart Show. I think the premise of the show is great because Atlanta is regarded, especially for the black community, as kind of like Black Hollywood, and you have a lot of elite black professionals here in this city. So I think showing this part of the city as opposed to Real Housewives, where once again they are pulling each other's eyeballs out every week, I think that's a good look.
Well, let me just say this, okay? Reality TV is an interesting space to navigate because you want to represent a positive image on TV of professionals that are educated, that are married, that have families. But at the same time, you got to have some element of drama because, believe it or not, that's what brings in the ratings. Right. Every single time something crazy happens, everybody's glued to their TV and they're talking back and forth to their TV like, oh my gosh, I know she didn't just do that. And so it's a delicate balance of representing ourselves in a positive light and then bringing the entertainment factor to it. So don't be too hard, Doug, on the drama aspect of it, because that's what we call entertainment.
Yeah, that's what we call entertainment. Talking to Lisa Nicole Cloud right now on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Now, recently, you were proclaimed, or the city of Atlanta proclaimed you for your volunteering and philanthropy. Talk a little bit about that and about the honor that was bestowed upon you by the city of Atlanta.
Right. Well, it was such an honor. We recently did our Teach Me to Grow With You conference, which is a conference about marriage. It is a marriage and relationship conference where we brought in experts from around the country to really teach and equip couples with tools and strategies to grow in their relationships and their marriages. So we focused on content to help people grow personally, so a lot of personal development, professionally teaching couples how to have that balance, how to not be two ships passing in the night when you have aggressive careers. We talked about financial aspects of marriage because, as we know, financial struggles are the number one cause of divorce, and really how to, have your financial picture in order. And then we talked about spiritual growth, a family that prays together, stays together. And so this is one of the conferences that I do. I also do the Women's Empowerment Network, which is a conference that helps women have their breakthroughs and to also grow in those same areas. So because of all of the work that I'm doing around empowerment and personal development, I was given a proclamation from the city. I've been doing this for, 10 plus years. And it was a real honor. Sometimes you do these events and they're a lot of work and you don't always get the recognition. You see the lives that are touched, but you don't always see that people are really noticing and recognizing your work. And this was just a great honor because that's what that proclamation was all about, my work that I'm doing in the area of personal development and empowerment and philanthropy. A percentage of the proceeds go to different organizations. So with the Women's Empowerment Network, we give money back to organizations that support women and children. And then with Teach Me to Grow With You, this was the first conference we did, but we always attach some charity to it. So we did raise money through our silent auction, and that is going to a cause that my husband and I are working on to send medical supplies to Haiti. So a lot of exciting things happening, and I'm excited that our work and our efforts are being noticed.
How do you balance your daily professional life, doing this TV show, and your family? And I went on and read a couple of stories about some of the storylines that you're involved with the show over the past year. How do you do that? Because It's tough. I can imagine, doing all three of those things and trying to stay on top of all three of those different entities at the same time.
Well, that balance is something that you have to do very carefully. I mean, I tell women all the time, the mommy juggle struggle is real, trying to keep all of the balls in the air. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I own several businesses, I own the clothing line, I do the TV show, I have a large direct sales organization. So that balancing act is something that takes practice, and it really takes keeping your priorities in order. Even with everything that I do, I'm very clear what my priorities are, and that is God first, and then family, and then everything else.
Yes, sir.
So before I even carve out time for everything else, I got to make sure the time is carved out for those first two things. Because if those things are not in balance, nothing else matters. So oftentimes as women, we're so focused on our careers and advancing so that we can take care of our families, but in the process, we sacrifice our relationships with our children or our relationships with our spouses. And if that happens, then none of what we're doing is even worth it. So I challenge myself every day to make sure that the first two areas are covered before I even think about what happens with my businesses.
Quickly.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When I do quality time with my family or with my husband, my phone is off and we are focused on each other. And that's a hard thing to do because we're in this era of social media and we're always on our phones or always looking at our social media pages. But sometimes you just got to turn it off and focus on your children or focus on your spouse or focus on that personal time with you and God.
Are you a sports fan? Before we let you go, are you a sports fan?
For a sports fan, no. My husband is. I am not.
So
I'll go to a live event with him here and there, but I don't usually watch sports on TV.
You're from Baltimore, Maryland. How long were you living or how long were you raised in Baltimore? Your entire childhood or?
I left Baltimore when I went to the 6th grade, and we moved to Georgia. But then as an adult, I went back to Baltimore as my grandfather was aging to take care of him, and I was there another 10 years.
Okay, so you're a Redskins fan probably then.
No.
Atlanta Falcons then, right?
Yeah, I guess we could say that. I mean, I don't do a lot of sports. If I go to a sports event, it's usually basketball with my husband. I like a live basketball game. But we have an RV, so my husband wants to start tailgating. So maybe over the next couple of years, maybe I'll end up being a Falcons fan.
That's what's up. Before we let you go, how can fans of Married to Medicine and of Lisa Nicole Cloud catch up with you? Internet, website, anything like that?
Yep, you can follow me on social media, Lisa Nicole Cloud. That's Instagram and Twitter. On Facebook, you can follow me on Lisa Nicole Cloud fan page. And you can always go to my website, LisaNicoleCloud.com, or our clothing line, LisaNicoleCollection.com, to stay connected with us. And then also, Doug, I just want to let you guys know this weekend, speaking of our philanthropic endeavors, we are doing Fashion for a Cause at the Bentley Atlanta dealership in Alpharetta. And again, my husband and I, we are both passionate about giving back because we believe to whom much is given, much is required. And so we are raising money to send medical supplies to Haiti, over $200,000 in medical supplies and medical equipment, and we're taking a team of 10 doctors to Haiti to do medical mission work. And so this event on Friday, June 10th, is a lifestyle, fashion, and philanthropy event. So I invite everybody to come out to that. It's going to be amazing. You're going to get to see Lisa Nicole collection, our spring collection, our diamond collection, and our signature collection. And it's going to be an amazing evening of lifestyle and power networking. And so if you want information on that, you can go to LNC, like Lisa Nicole Cloud, LNCfashionforacause.com and get more information about that event.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for coming on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Lisa Nicole Cloud, thank you very much.
Thank you, Doug. God bless everyone.
Yes, sir. Good stuff right there. Great stuff right there. Sounds like a fantastic lady. All right, when we get back from the break, we're going to keep this party going, man. We're going to talk to Drea Kelly, Hollywood Exes, former